So welcome, live meditation with me, breathing meditation. Get yourself comfortable. I hope none of you driving a car or anything like that. If you are, it's okay. You can have it on in the background, but I wouldn't recommend it, obviously. Don't close your eyes, please. Okay? So this meditation, this breathing meditation, some attention to your breath as you're closing your eyes. So as you're closing your eyes, just maybe taking a deep breath in and really bringing in some of that attention, bringing in some of that awareness to the movement of this breath, that constantly changing breath. So we just relax and breathe. Now, the most wonderful thing about mindfulness is a lot of the time we think there's all this effort that we need to be putting into it. When what we're trying to do is really get ourselves out of the way and bring some attention into just being, just watching the movement, watching that change in the moment, just trying to watch the movement of our breath. Now, my apologies if at any point during this meditation the internet gets unstable. It's just unfortunate that it just happens. I don't know whether it's my part of the Gold Coast or whatnot. But using that as a distraction. So we just watch the movement of our breath, watch ourselves get distracted by maybe distorted sounds, maybe my voice changes, maybe it clicks. And just watch the movement. And then eventually you will hear the guidance. Nothing will change. And so all we're doing now is just watching the flow of our breath. And if I was to ask, how much of this next breath can you feel? How much can you feel? How much can you notice of this breath? And then this breath. And all we're doing, we're just making life be one breath at a time. Or some of that weight that we're dragging along. And just making our life one breath long. Some wonderful advice of yourself. And when we go through those difficult periods, if we can just start making life 1 minute long and just making that next minute count, rather than struggling, rather than putting ourselves down, fighting ourselves or challenging ourselves, we just make life 1 minute long. And then when we get to the end of that minute, we just make it another minute at a time, and doing our best to make each minute count. Right now we're just one breath at a time. We're not trying to control or change it. We're just happy to watch the movement, watch the flow, watch the change. Now, breath is that meditator's toolkit. It goes with us everywhere we go. And every time we get distracted, it's that wonderful opportunity for practice. So we're just watching the movement of our thoughts, and we just gently bring our attention back to our breath. Hi Ethan, hi Gigi, how are you? And just bring that attention back to our breath. So we watch the mind as it gets distracted, and we just bring that attention back to our breath. And that's such an incredibly important part of this practice. That every time we watch the movement of our mind, we get that opportunity to bring that attention back to our breath again. And we just watch it over and over. Sometimes it'll feel like failing, that we're not doing it right, that maybe it's not good today. But that is why you're here. That's why you're sitting, is to begin to work closely, more intricately with our mind. And using that breath as that incredible resource every time, whether it's a million times, 10 million times, or 10 times. We watch distraction and just gently return. But every time we return, we bring in that compassion. It's such an important part of it. We don't fight it. We don't put ourselves down. We just return and rest. It may only be half a second, and then you're thinking about an email, dinner, whatever it is. And then just bring that attention back over and over again. My apologies if it is lagging a bit. Just working with it as best as you can do. Just watching your breath, watching the mind, returning to our breath over and over again. It doesn't matter how many times we get lost in the stream of thoughts. Every time we catch ourselves distracted is an opportunity for practice. That's why we're here. Is mindset training. And I've heard wonderful teachers just simply call it a systematic training of our mind. It's not meditation. These practices are just to help us in retraining. It's okay to get it wrong. Never needs to be perfect. It's okay to get frustrated by it. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is watch, notice, and gently return anytime we get distracted. Meditation is an imperfect tool, as we are. We're not perfect in any way. And it's that allows us to learn and grow and explore and understand. And at the moment, all we're doing, we're just watching our breath. Which sensations are the most prominent? Which one can you tend to feel more than the others? And just trying to see if you can watch how that changes. Watch how that one point, maybe it's in the stomach, maybe it's in the nose, maybe it's the lips. And just for the next couple of breaths, just watching that one breath, that one point within the breath, I mean. Watch it change, watch it move. Now to finish, I just want you to let go of any sensation. I just want you to rest, because for the next 60 seconds, we're just going to do absolutely nothing. Wherever you are, just going to do nothing. Just sit, rest, not trying to follow anything, not trying to listen to my voice. Completely rested. 60 seconds. And as you open your eyes, again, just while you're sat there with your eyes open, the last thing we're going to do, just for 30 seconds, just with your eyes open, just watching the flow of your breath. I'm assuming you're still breathing now. So we're just watching the movement, watching the flow of this breath, just as we're sat here, or lay there. And thank you all so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing rest of your day.